Hello everyone, welcome to Whack Wednesdays.
Whack Wednesday!
We're looking at BRZRKR issue 1. It starts off here with Keanu sitting in the rain, thinking about life being a box of chocolates, and the van pulls up and says, "It's time."
It's time. He's got the evil look in his eye, and then they light up like a Christmas tree. And then he wraps his arms, getting ready to punch the sky, and someone asks how he's doing. And of course, he's BRZRKR.
And then he's up and he's fucking, he don't need no parachute, he's jumping out of it just like fucking Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
He lands like a sexy man with two guns pulled out. America. And then he punches someone's head off. Life is short, is what he thinks. Maybe for that guy. And then he walks into the techno building.
We got some dudes walking down the stairs, it's all dark, Keanu runs at them, fucking bang bang bang, takes them all down, and then he's not in the dark anymore, he's out in the open and he's running at more people and taking bullets to the chest.
He's breaking arms, knocking guns away, smashing people's heads, and punching through their stomachs like Homelander does. And as he pulls it out, he grabs the spine. Ew.
It wasn't a spine, it was a rib cage.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but you could have said that.
Keanu knocks this whole cunt's jaw off, rips this guy's arm off, he's holding hands with it and punches this other guy. There's all these other guys running around with guns. They're trying to save this one guy and he picks him up towards the window.
Then he smashes out of it like the last Ronin. And they're all looking down on him saying, oh man, he's not going to survive that. Lands on an ice cream truck or something like an ice cream truck. And he kills him.
Now there's a car flying down the street. Keanu's playing chicken with it. He jumps up, kicks the cunt in the face, throws him out the window. He gets run over maybe. He fucking gasses the pedal, looks back.
And then he's got a gun to the back of his head, but he feels it. He knows it's there. And right as he shoots, bam! His nose gets blown off, but that doesn't faze him. He elbows that fucker right in the face, breaks his nose, takes his gun and throws it out the window.
He snatches a grenade off him, calls him a very naughty boy, pulls the pin and gives it back to him. And kablammy, he blows him up. Now fucking Keanu's driving the car with a fucking burnt off hand and he's angry about it.
We've got some snipers in the distance. They see him, they've got him in the sights. They want to take out the target. And right as the tank pulls up to an airplane, boom! Huge explosion, he has to be dead.
He thinks to himself, I never have thoughts of suicide. Well, I haven't, for a long time anyway. As he crawls out of the explosion, because he's Keanu fucking Reeves and he never dies. And he's looking at the sky and he's all scared about it.
And he punches this guy in the face until his eyeballs come out. Picks it up himself and the eyeballs just bleed down his fist.
This kid spots Kinani with a fucking heart in his hand and he's like, holy shit. And there's a flashback of some sort. We have no idea what this flashback's about. And Keanu, it looks like he's taking a bite out of this heart. What the fuck is wrong with this cunt? Cut to, he's all burnt up on the helicopter. Everyone's looking at him like, good job here, have a medicine.
Then we've got everyone walking around this government facility thinking, what are we going to do to save Keanu? Keanu's walking down, oh, and they're fixing him up. He's in the nude, as Keanu should be in his tidy whitey. He's in his tidy whities getting a shower as they pull his fingers off, looking at Prince.
Now Kinani's lying down, he's getting ready for a foursome. They've got cameras all around him, checking his vitals, making sure he's got a heart on still and he can go all night. Kinani's all tired now from his foursome, and he's got to get a rest. And so they dress him up because later he's got to remember some stuff. That's why he's here. He's got to remember.
This lady knows his memory is key, and she's been working with him for over a year, calling him a god. But are gods mortal? Well, Keanu says, gods are immortal. I'm immortal. And then she says, well, not everyone's immortal. And he says, I don't fucking care. I'm Keanu Reeves.
And then she was like, yeah, well, do you remember today when you pulled that guy's heart out and took a bite out of it and that kid was watching? That was pretty fucked up. We had to kill that kid, you know, because no witnesses and stuff. So now you got to take some more medication. Here you go. This one's what we call heroin. It's fresh from Australia.
Then Keanu remembers. I remember. I remember. More remembering. Even more remembering.
I remember being born. Like 80,000 years ago, I think. Come to think about it.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, there's a village And there's mountains about, and there's a beautiful eagle flying about. I remember that eagle.
What a perfect issue 1. I'm sure nothing could go wrong past this.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves, the greatest writer of all time. Where would we be without his idea for this comic book?
Do we know what his idea was?
I'm sure we can put a clip of it right here.
Well, it's called Berserker, and I had the idea for a character in the middle of a battle, kind of berserkering. And I met with Boom Studios, the publisher of the comic, and I pitched this idea to them. And they said, we like the idea. Have you ever thought of doing a comic book about it? And I said, no. And they said, would you like to? And I said, yes, please.